Hello everyone, Shane Vance here and I am going to share with you a full plot remake of Toy Story, where what would happen if I was a writer on the movie. In the house of a young boy named Andy Davis, a community of living toys, led by the rational if neurotic Sheriff Woody, live in Andy's room as his birthday party is taking place a week before his actual birth date, since he and his mother and baby sister Molly are about to relocate to a new house due his mother's insurance expiring on the mortgage of their current house. When Woody reveals the party's reschedule to the other toys, they panic as they fear that Andy will be getting new toys and forget about them, but Woody confidently believes otherwise and is backed by one of Andy's childhood possessions that he no longer plays with, a pirate-themed rattle named Captain Shakes, who would be voiced by William Shatner. To calm everyone down, Woody sends a group of small plastic army men to survey the party with a baby monitor to keep them in the loop of what Andy is getting. Soon, Mrs. Davis reveals a surprise present for Andy, but the other toys don't find out what it is due to the monitor getting a messy connection. When Andy and his friends come to the room to play with the unknown present, Andy accidentally knocks Woody off the bed and the kids soon leave. The new toy is soon revealed to be a space-themed ranger named Buzz Lightyear, and he believes that he is an actual space ranger and not a toy. Buzz becomes the new hotshot around Andy's room to both Andy and the rest of the toys, which makes Woody feel left out. Buzz soon attempts to fly out a window in Andy's room in order to survey the perimeter, and Woody's attempt to stop Buzz has him fall out the window. Just as Andy's toys are processing Woody's disappearance, Andy comes in and takes Buzz with him to a restaurant called Pizza Planet. Woody hops onto the car, and when Andy and his mom stop for gas, he enters the car and fights Buzz for getting him thrown out of the window. Soon, they fall off the car and Andy leaves without them, but Woody uses Buzz's delusions to get him to go to a delivery car belonging to Pizza Planet to reunite with Andy. Back home, just as Andy's toys are getting anxious about the disappearance of Woody, Captain Shakes steps up to be the leader in Woody's absence, but Woody's love interest, Bo Peep, is curious at how Shakes can be so calm about Woody disappearing. When Woody and Buzz arrive at Pizza Planet, Buzz's delusions causes Woody's plan to reunite with Andy to go off the rails, and they end up in the possession of Andy's eccentric next-door neighbor, Sid Phillips, who Andy's toys fear due to his creepy tendencies. When taken to Sid's house, Woody finds out that Sid often mixes his toys' parts together, but beyond that, he is simply a lonely kid who is too shy to try and make a connection with others, and he begins favoring Woody due to liking Western films, and Woody finds a sense of belonging with Sid. Eventually, Buzz finds out that he's a toy after seeing a commercial in Sid's parents' bedroom, and he sinks into a depression at realizing he isn't a real space ranger, and Woody, although sympathetic to Buzz's plight, considers staying with Sid. Back in Andy's room, the child is miserable since he lost Buzz and Woody, and Captain Shakes begins getting close to Andy so that he can be played with again like when Andy was younger, much to the rest of the toys' befuddlement. Soon though, on the night before the movie, when Andy's toys see Sid playing with Woody, four of them, Mr. Potato Head, Ham the Piggy Bank, Rex the Dinosaur, and Slinky Dog all sneak into Sid's house and tell Woody how much Andy misses him and Buzz, as well as Captain Shakes taking over, with Buzz noting that it was Shakes who convinced him to fly out the window sooner. Woody convinces Buzz to go with the rest but is unsure to leave Sid behind, but in the process, Captain Shakes foils their attempts and has them all stuck at Sid's house while he holds Bo Peep hostage and threatens to destroy her if Woody tires to come back to Andy. Demoralized, Woody apologizes to everyone for forgetting about what it means to be a toy, not how much you're favored or played with, but about how much you must be there for your owner. Buzz also has an epiphany about how just because he's not an actual space ranger, that doesn't mean he has no real value. With the help of Sid's other toys, they make Sid discover Andy's name on Woody and Buzz's foots, prompting him to return them to Andy, who thanks Sid and puts them in the back of the moving truck, which soon takes off, and Woody and the rest deal with Captain Shakes, who tries to throw Bo off from top a pile of stacked boxes, but Woody manages to save her in time, at which point, Shakes begins throwing boxes of stuff at the toys before a speed bump forces Shakes off, and Buzz opens the moving truck. door to make Shakes fall off the truck and end up in an alley where he is torn apart by a vicious pitbull dog, which is based on Scud from the original movie's canon. The following Christmas, Woody, Buzz and all of their friends listen in on the army men surveying Andy's Christmas presents.